Hey, this is me again on how to make the miniature wedding cake for the wedding, well, not wedding, but for like dolls. This is going to be the base. Might be dry, might not. But, so now I'm going to teach you how to make the bride and groom. So first, you're going to need some white. We're making the bride first. And you're going to kind of, well, it depends what type of dress you want the bride to be wearing. I'm going to kind of make her wear kind of like a bell-shaped dress, like traditional weddings, so her feet don't show. She needs to be pretty small because look at the top of mine, so not going to use so much. I'm using fine detail, so it's not going to be that easy. It's not going to be so easy to see, so, let's see. I'm going to kind of make it into a bell shape. I'm going to make a little tail for the dress. So kind of, you know how they drag them around. And next, you might want to do the top. This may be hard because you're doing her whole body. I'm not going to add so much color to her head, so first you have that bell shape. I'm going to put it over here. It's going to be very small. It needs to be small enough to fit on top. And so I might want to measure that before. And that, as you can see, is too big. So I'm going to do that again. Now, on the video before, you might not have thought, if you made another layer, how much space you're going to leave for the decorations. So, it's a basic shape, just 3 cylinders, different sizes. I'm going to stick that on there, just so I get the idea for the room. And then I'm going to do her, basically, torso. I don't want this too big either. Make kind of a cylinder that's very small and kind of flatten it out. If you watch the princess video, this is like making another miniature princess. As you can see, I'm using Model Magic. So, yeah, that's her torso for mine. I'm going to make her some sleeves. Now, I'm using all Model Magic because I might use a black marker to do the fine detail later, because I can't get it all on, so I'll have to draw some. And so, you don't want to make her arm too long because she's very small, petite. And basically it's going to be like this. Stick her arm on. She might be a little fat. And you want to make 2 of those. So arms might not be the perfect arms, but so there. They're not seeable, but they're very small. Next, I'm gonna make her head. And, oh, sorry. It's gonna be really tiny. Not so tiny. That doesn't fit it. I'm just gonna do an oval, like, or circle. Her veil is gonna, you know how they're usually clear? I'm not gonna make mine that clear. So, I'm just gonna make it really skinny. That's it. So, I'm gonna take a small piece, flatten it out, so it'll be very kind of skinny, and attach it to her head by looking at it sideways. Or it can be her hair. It doesn't have to be her veil. You can kind of see it since everything's white. It's not so helpful. So that's basically the bride. You can add details, but it might be too fine for this amount of time. So next you're gonna make the groom. For him, I'm gonna make everything black for his face. So now you're gonna need some black. About this much, because you're not doing anything so much. I'm gonna roll it out. Take some, and then roll those into arms. You wanna make it fatter than the girl's arms, because you know, they're sleeves, not arms. So after that, you're rolling that out about a little bit, like about a millimeter fatter than the girl's arms in diameter. So yeah. So you might want it just this long, because his arms are going to be that long. And this is just having it pre-made first. Now we're going to make the actual body. So these are his two arms. The actual body is probably going to be like the girl's, just a little bigger. You're adding that on about this size. Then you're gonna add on the arms. Maybe a little too long. So I'm gonna just chop them off a little bit. So that's basically his arms. I'll put him to the side. Then for his legs, I'm going to roll it out a little thick. A little smaller than this, so basically. You're going to put it in a kind of V shape. And then at the bottoms, because they're going to be probably longer, put them into little shoes, kind of. I'm going to make them the same size. Little shoes. Then attach the top to the bottom. Now you're gonna need some of the white that you had. Just a little bit, because it's not all like that. For my guy, I'm gonna probably do black hair. So here, like this, and flatten it out in the rectangular form. And just stick it on him like this. That's just his shirt on the inside. And then for his head, I'm gonna make it about the same size as the girl's head. And stick it on that too. Oops. Like that. Then I'm gonna make him a very small tie. Make a dot first. Stick it on the white. Stick it on the white. Make a dot, and then kind of a tie shape at the bottom. Then just stick that on. Little tie. And then his head got a little displaced. I'm gonna do his hair. Kind of a circle, the same size as his head, to go on the back. So I turned him around and then just stuck that black piece on his head. Like that. So he has a little bit of hair. And then he might be a little big. You can find space behind the bride. Or just cut his shoes off. Stick them on there. And next video is for the other decorations. See you next time. Bye.